everybody, and welcome to week 5. You're over halfway done with the course. Can you believe it? You've been working with your students for 5 weeks. These 5 weeks have been very impactful for your students' learning in whatever grade you teach. Now let's continue to grow our tool belt. This week is focused on, you guessed it, hands and students raising their hands. Have you ever had a student that goes, "We've got this, miss, pick me." How can we use students raising their hand as an advantage in our classroom? When students raise their hands, they're telling you that they're ready to share, they're ready to accomplish great things. They're listening to you, that they want you to choose them because they have an answer. So how can we use this to our advantage? So all hands has several different aspects to it. Student sharing and the art of the hand raise. In this week, it's really important to read the David Lemov chapter about all hands because it goes into detail about why it is important to have the students raise their hands within the classroom. Today we're going to be talking about this method and how we can support our students to grow using their peers' ideas. We want to create a classroom that collaborates with one another and that they're able to share their ideas with one another. So when you ask a question and you get your hand raised and you call on that student, think about what the other students are doing around the room that have their hand raised. Are they thinking about what that student is saying? Or are they thinking about their own ideas? I know for myself, when I was a student, I would just think about what I was going to share. Sometimes that meant I was repeating ideas that were already shared. We talked previously about the slant method, and this goes hand in hand with that. So, when we raise our hands and you call on somebody, you might want to say to your students, "Hands down." That allows the students to go ahead, track their friend, and listen to their ideas. This means that the students aren't thinking about what they were going to share, but on their friend or peer who is sharing. This is a good idea when you're using the all hands method for the art of sharing. When somebody starts sharing, let's put our hands down. The other point that he has in this chapter is that when we're looking at students sharing, sometimes they go off on tangents. You might say, "What's 4 plus 4?" And the student might say, 4 plus 4 is 8, and I have 8 cats, and each cat's name is Penny, Susie, Carrie, Lily, and you're like, "This doesn't have anything to do with my math discussion." Well, how can we help support students so that they know what to say and we are not hurting their feelings when we're cutting them off and sharing their story? So you might say, "Pause," and that means that at some point you can go back in and listen to that idea. When you say "stop," that means that that idea is going to cease and they might get frustrated. So this all hands method is just a quick and easy way to focus on how the art of raising your hand can be used as a classroom management strategy. I hope you have a great week and use this all hands method this week.